What's up, boys? Today I'm going to be checking out the Steam Next Fest demo for WARCANA, an upcoming roguelite Autobattler Deckbuilder type thing. So you can see we've got a bit of a deck over here already. It looks like I am the Fey race. So let's go ahead and check out the single player. Apparently you'll be able to do some online PvP, which apparently goes up to like 30 players, which sounds absolutely insane. Arrived in the Flipside Master, an enemy is approaching rapidly. Our war for the WARCANA begins now. First things first. The enemy's island. In order to win, we will need to destroy their main building. We will often fight against two enemies at once, facing both of their armies, but for this first battle, there's only one to worry about. Acquaint yourself with their base by holding right mouse and moving the mouse, or by pressing WASD. Once we have gathered enough information, move the camera back to our own island. Hello? If you ever get lost, you can click on a player's name up here to jump to their main building. Do I get my card soon? I'm running out of time. This is the round timer. Each round starts with a peaceful phase during which we can't be attacked by enemy units. We are currently in this phase. After the peaceful phase, we enter the battle phase, during which units can spawn, both our enemies as well as our own. And after the battle phase is over, a new round starts. This is our main building, the heart of our base. If its health drops to 0, we lose the war. I would suggest protecting it at all costs. You can see its health here. Our base already consists of a few buildings. You can hover over them to see what they are. Around our main building are walls to protect it, with towers placed outside the walls to defend against attacking units. But I kind of can't hover over them to see what they are. Can I like zoom in? Yeah, I can't hover over any of the buildings. We also have some economy buildings. These specific ones provide us with helpful effects, increasing our resources, structure, and mana, but more on those resources later. These are tower cards. Activate a card by clicking on it, then placing the building on our island. Death Lotus. Health, damage dealt to units per second. Structure cost. The yellow area indicates where towers will attack. So I have 735 structure currently. So I probably want it back here somewhere. Oh, it's a tiny area actually. The little yellow stuff. Well, I guess it can hit over the wall then. Oh, I have more than one. They can defend each other, I guess. If you're ever unsure about what you need to do, I left a note just up here. Build wall 30 times. Let's finish this round by building more walls. Press this button to start building walls. You can also press 1 by pressing escape. You cancel actions like building walls. Each piece of wall costs 2 structure. Structure is the resource for constructing most buildings. So 1, and then if I build any more over there, then those probably won't be able to attack. Can I see what these things are? No, I can't. It said hover over it, right? Shrug. Maybe it'll come later once I'm done with the tutorial. So I have 24 there, and we need a little bit more to finish that up. Enemy units always spawn in an island spawn zone at the opposite side of the main building. In our case, this means that enemy units spawn here during the battle phase. To gain unit cards ourselves, we need to build barracks, as well as economy buildings provide strong cards and effects in future rounds. Our enemy is focused on walls. The barracks we have in our hand gives us a unit that is very strong against walls, so it's perfect to tear them down. Before building the barracks, it's a good idea to scout our enemy's base. Units come in 2 types. Some do a lot of damage against towers, others excel at taking down walls and other buildings. Other buildings like towers? To see which unit we can get from a barracks, we can open its tech tree by hovering over the barracks card and pressing Alt middle mouse. Okay, that's a lot for one card. So we have just a fox over here, a deer grove into some other stuff up here, a glowing passage into a bunch of stuff up here, trigger on survival. So if you survive with a fox den, it gives you 35 resources, I guess? Or maybe you need the tech tree to do that. A vital tool for strategic decisions that shows all the cards and effects related to a building. We can close it again by pressing escape. Now build the fox den and pick the three-tailed fox. We will have to wait around before we can draw it, however. So let's go back over here. Play the fox den. I suppose back here somewhere is fine. Okay, you choose one each time. So on the first survival or on building. It said it wanted the foxes, right? Most buildings provide up to 3 cards and effects to choose from, so by summoning buildings we expand our draw pile and strengthen our economy. Did you see where the card you just played went? In the discard pile, cards we play go here and cards we choose to add go here as well before we are able to draw them. Now we start a new round. Remember that each round begins with a peaceful phase where no units spawn. We have 18 seconds before the battle phase begins. So I don't think I have anything playable. I guess I could build some more walls. While we wait for the phase to happen. The battle begins. As the islands collide, units can appear in the spawn zones. We can only be attacked by the enemies whose islands are connected to ours. Do I have anything attacking them? 3 of the type Rim Guard this round. Play cards and construct buildings during the battle phase if we have resources for it. Our enemy has summoned quite the army, but he reinforced our defenses by building these Rim Guard. This is a long-range tower that can hit units from far away. 63.3 damage, 850 health. Let me zoom in a bit so I can see that. Ooh, okay, pretty long-range line. Let's try and get them where they will be funneling into. Add some walls to further bolster our defenses and protect our new Rim Guard. They're kind of already in front of the walls. I can put a little bit there, just so they have to destroy them. It'll buy a little bit of time for the Rim Guards. That still seems like an insane number of enemies. Oh, I have to build 60 more walls. I didn't see that. I can't really do much out here. Can I build right on top of them as they're attacking? Doesn't look like it. Guess I'll just buy some more time back here since I need them anyways for the quest. Still need 2 more. Defeat the remaining opponents. Am I attacking their islands? Nope. It'd be kind of hard to defeat them then. I still can't hover over the buildings. Oh, some of them are working now. Mother tree. looks like we hold with this section. Little zappy plant things. Oh, those are very slow attacking, wow. I guess some more walls out here then? Oh, we're out of time. Actually, didn't really need that. Having survived this battle, a new round has started. All units still alive at the end of a round are annihilated so that our island is free of enemy units. Don't worry about destroyed buildings. As long as our main building survives, our sorcerers will be able to revive everything we built at the start of a new round. Any effects that trigger when a building survives will trigger now. We also gain structure and our mana is replenished. Structure accumulates over time and is mainly used to play building cards. We gain structure at the start of each round. Destroying our enemy's buildings also provides structure at the start of the next round. The more buildings we destroy, the more structure we receive, but only up to 80 structure. Mana resets every round. Use it to summon units and cast spells. Why not use mana to play Three-Tailed Fox and prepare an attack? I have 10. Did you see where it went? Right in the discard pile. Cards we choose to add go here as well. You already said that. So there's nothing else I can play. And the pile you draw cards from is here. This is your draw pile. At the start of each round, cards from your discard pile are shuffled into your draw pile. Okay, so I'll be getting them back over and over again then. On that note, this is your default hand size. As long as your draw pile is not empty, you will always draw cards until you have this many cards in hand. This means that when you play a card, you also draw a card. As I implied, you cannot exceed your default hand size this way. That would be ridiculous, but maybe there are other ways. Remember the unit card we played during the peaceful phase. It will now spawn units here in the enemy spawn zone, automatically advance towards our enemy's buildings and attack them. Units we summon will always spawn on each enemy island that is connected to ours. We can also follow the battle by viewing the minimap up here. Am I going to get any cards or anything? We can directly influence the battlefield by playing attack spells. These powerful cards cost mana to play and turn the tides of the battle. Poisonous Storm. So that's 122 damage to units, 610 to buildings it looks like, and a 13 by 13 radius. Cast Poisonous Storm on our enemy's walls and buildings to support our units. So I guess on the attack area you can only hit buildings with those, and on the defense area you can only hit enemy units with them. Each devotion has a unique perk. Our enemies is that if one of their buildings dies, they will spawn executioner units on our grounds to attack us. Our perk is listed below our current goal. Buildings heal 10 per second. That seems a bit boring compared to what they get. Each perk fundamentally changes how devotion is played, greatly influences the course of battles. Keep this in mind when strategizing. Now it is time to watch the war unfold. Victory awaits. So we can toss that onto, I guess, the big clump back there. That'll hit a lot more buildings. I don't see anything happening. Oh, it took a while. And then we'll try that one over there to get the walls down and do some damage on the buildings. See how their executioners are doing when their buildings die. Oh, that's a cool tower. It's like the giant Eye of Sauron just destroying everything over there. So they actually spawned quite a few, but we seem okay for now, and their building's getting wrecked. And with 60 seconds, I should have enough time for that. I don't even have any cards I can play anyways. All I can do is make walls. And you can see their main building HP up there, I think. Although it died a few seconds before the bar went away. So I have a different deck for each of these, it looks like. Can I see what the perk is for occultism? Doesn't seem like it. War is never fair. This is especially true in these realms. To reach our ultimate goal, we have to defeat more than just one enemy. But today, and thanks to my supreme diplomatic ability, we only have to face 2 foes. Oh, I have the other guy I was facing. That probably doesn't apply to walls, does it? Probably just like structure using buildings from the cards. War is never fair. I already said that, I think. And yes, a thank you would be much appreciated. Let's prepare our attack. Gates of Hell. Oh, I should probably look at the tech trees on these things. Spawn a bunch of bell demons. Economy buildings and walls. Okay, so that's good against walls, but not against other stuff, I guess? No, that's good against towers, but weak against walls, okay. Discard 2 to get Den of Despair? Okay, there we go. Great Calamity? That sounds cool. I kind of want to go up to that one if I can. Discard 2 cards to get Great Calamity later on. May as well just try some stuff out and see what happens. Oh, I guess if I had played this later, then maybe that wouldn't be as bad. Or wait, I don't have that card yet, but I'll get it later on. What can I get from that? Nothing? Build Eternal Life? What is it? Oh, that's a tower. Okay. Those are all towers. That's an attack card. Let's see. Do I have anything set up by default? Yeah. Can I actually see anything about the tower? Like what their attack is or anything? Doesn't really seem like it. That one's 99 structure, so it must be pretty strong. Seems to have a pretty big attack radius, but also take up a lot of room. Conversion. Main building? Build conversion? I guess it's just a cheap tower. Demon Fortress. So I already have one going for the Unholy Pact. I guess I'll try and go for the Gates of Hell into the Bell Demon for this one. That's a pretty big structure over here. So Gates of Hell for this one. Getting kind of low on structure stuff. That's a really narrow line. What is that? Crystal Lab? So I'm not actually going to spawn anything here, I'm just getting my buildings going so I can unlock some new stuff. A tried and tested strategy to choose one enemy first and attack their specific weakness. Don't hesitate. So we got the Gates of Hell. I don't think I got my Unholy Pact yet. So I'll try and grab that eventually. Demon Fortress. Can I see the tree from that? It doesn't seem like it. I can see that. Gates of Hell goes into the 1000 Bell Demon. Or does that trigger every time 200? That sounds pretty cool if I could do that. Let's see, I have 221. Oh, I guess playing the cheap stuff would get them out of your hand faster. Let's try the survival thing and see if that just constantly sends waves for me. Unholy Pact, I wanted to try that thing out. I guess I'll throw that, and that has kind of a narrow path. I have 126 still. Might want to get another set of walls set up somewhere, and then start putting towers in there. The Sandra the Veiled summoned Executioner. Let's toss some towers out here, start getting that side going. And then I have plenty of mana, so I may as well... Can I rotate that? Doesn't seem like it. It's not really great targeting here. That's a decent clump, I guess. Yeah, those towers are so narrow they can't really even hit these guys. That's kind of annoying. Shouldn't I be getting more cards right now? I don't think I sent anything currently. I guess just the passive from my structures getting destroyed. Demon Fortress, Gates of Hell. Let's stack the survival thing and try and get a bunch of passive spawning stuff. I already got Den of Despair, so I don't know that I really need to keep using those. And then I can eventually get Great Calamity off of that, which sounds pretty cool. Oh yeah, I probably should have gotten the walls up. Let's put some stuff out here now. Help this side out a bit. Actually, let me get this thing. Oops. Oh, that thing is a tiny area. I don't think I want that. Try and get the lines that I don't already have covered. 65 structure left. Crystal Crush, I guess, like right there? Or actually, that's a decent clump. And then I should be sending some units now. Looks like we're doing okay with the walls. This guy's starting to take some damage just from the passive spawns, it seems like. This guy's still holding out pretty well, but I'm still ramping up mostly. Man, that is a lot of mana that I don't have much to use for yet. Yeah, that guy almost died. Another barracks. I guess more a trigger on survival seems good. Another Gates of Hell. More a trigger on survival. That one has a decent area. That's probably good for covering the other towers over here. Then I'll probably toss some walls near those to give them a little bit of survivability. That'll give me a little bit of room to add some other stuff there as well. then I guess a conversion. It's just such a small attack area on it. Oh, I finally got that. Let's go ahead and spawn whatever that is then. And then let's check out this guy and maybe use the attack spell over here somewhere. Buildings minus 550. And then with the extra spawns from the Great Calamity, I can probably take that guy out now. It seems kind of hard to tell exactly what's going on though. And then all of my guys are kind of clumped back here, not really doing that much. But I'm assuming they should have enough to destroy the building with the extra boost from this turn. Oh, that guy's actually getting destroyed now as well. 30 seconds might not be enough to take out the main building here though. Yeah, that guy should be dead. And it will be just this one. Main building's still pretty healthy with about 10 seconds left though. So just the one. Got it down to about half health at the end of the round. Select one card as reward. Destroy 3 cards. Plus 20 structure or plus 7 draws. I probably want to get some summoning cards here just to try and finish them off and clear up my stuff a bit with that. So let's do that and take the big summoning stuff now instead of the greedy stuff. Gates of Hell. Grab the big summon here. Gates of Hell again. And then I'm probably fine to destroy all 3 of these to clear up my pool a little bit. I can summon the Great Calamity for 4. I can use that to get the big summon off of that for 2,500 Noble Demons. And then I guess I can get a couple towers. And then looking at his base, where do I want to place that? Probably on like 2 towers, plus a wall and some structures. That looks pretty good. And then with all the extra summoning stuff coming in, we should be able to crush him, hopefully. And if not this turn, then I guess the next one when I'll be drawing the actual summon cards a bit more. I guess one interesting thing about this faction is that you could stack a lot of towers, and then as your own towers get destroyed, you'd actually be hurting the enemy as well with those executioner waves. $1,300 executioners, so he has the same passive as me. It's weird that I have this many towers and there's still enemies and dead spots over there. Because of how narrow their attack type is. Wow, 10 seconds left and he is still very healthy. Can I get like some ranged units or something? Because those guys are just not doing a whole lot. Let's see, those are strong against walls. Do I put some of these out on the front line actually so that they get destroyed and then summon executioners for me? That'd be kind of interesting. I don't know if that would be worth it. I don't know, I'll try it a couple times. Definitely not the trigger on survival out here. I don't know that I really need to grab any more of these though. I don't really have the mana to go with them now. It'd be cool if I could get some more attack spells, to be honest. That seems like the coolest and most interactive part of the game, I feel like. 2500 Noble Demon, sure. More Bell Demon. More Noble Demon. Oh yeah, my attack spell. I'm not really sure. If I can turn it to the side, that would be so much more useful to me. Great Calamity sounds cool. It just feels like I can summon a lot of units, but they just don't really do that much because they're very slow melee units. If there was like a utility spell that could like speed up an area of units, that would be sick. I'm hoping the executioners are good so that having some of my buildings intentionally get destroyed will help out a bit. Oh, I can summon some more stuff out here. More Bell Demons. Guess I may as well just have some towers out here as well. Like, I have enough units to kill him 10 times over, but they're just not really reaching him. Well, I'll be summoning a lot more executioners now. Let's build a bit more walls over here to buy a bit of time, I guess. Might actually die because of all the executioners he's getting from me destroying his buildings. That would be kind of sad since that's what I was trying to do. Well, 10 seconds left, so I should be okay. How's he doing? Like, this massive swarm can really only get that to half HP. That's insane, man. Like, I have the damage, I just can't utilize it, it seems like. I don't know, I'm just building stuff out here to die so that I get executioners. What can I get off of that? Bell Demon. Maybe I needed to get more Great Calamities. Those seem pretty efficient. That's from the Den of Despair. I should still have some of those, right? More Bell Demons. Great Calamity. Toss a Gates of Hell up here somewhere. Trying to have a big clump of buildings up there. More Bell Demons. Those ones seem to have pretty low damage. So let's maybe not summon Noble Demons. Those are 37.5 and 15 versus 1.3 and 5.2. So those guys are probably taking up a lot of area and not contributing a lot of damage, which is my biggest issue. All those buildings should buy a lot of time now and then trigger my passive a bunch, hopefully. Be cool if I could see the stats on the executioners. "35 seconds, please do something." I literally can't hit his base in time to win the match. Like, what is this? Can I please have some more attack spells or something? Well, I should have plenty of these summoning things now. Actually, wait. Bell demons are pretty good. Let's keep that. Toss the noble demons and that thing. Let's get a bunch of great calamities. And I can't even get anything else. Okay, there's some mana. Summon a bunch of bell demons since they have high damage. More bell demons. More bell demons. Got my attack spell finally. Where can I use that? Okay, I have like the most space efficient demons possible, all bell demons and great calamities. So I better have enough time to destroy this now. I didn't summon a single one of the trash guys. Like, why do I have this many if they can't even attack? With 40 seconds, that's gotta be enough, finally. So I think I needed to go for a few more of the barracks that summon something when they survive, but only focused on the top tier demons there. And I guess I should have built some towers on the outside without any walls, so that they die quicker and trigger my passive more, I think. So next map, breaking through, we are back on the Fae now. They have the building healing passive. One shot, one kill, a lot of shots, a lot of kills. I think that's how a traditional war saying goes anyway. It is of the utmost importance to learn how to break through a heavily guarded defense to be successful in the war. Do you see the different approaches our enemies have taken up? We need to break through each one to claim victory. Our units have strengths and weaknesses. Some excel at taking down towers, while others do a lot of damage against walls, economy buildings, and barracks. 20% more mana, 50% less structure, buildings heal. That sounds rough. Let me see the tech trees for these things. It's kind of hard to see the damage numbers when it's that small. 20 versus walls, 18.5 versus towers. Having some of those on survival to break down the walls sounds good. So I want to go into Deer Grove, and then up there, yeah. Deer Grove off of the Foxton. That's too much. Oh, I can do that to get extra resources actually. That'll be helpful on this map. Build Deer Grove. Trigger on survival 150. Forest Spirit. Oh, that's a summoning thing already. Let's see what we have on these ones. Lizards would be decent for taking out towers. Trigger on first survival 4. Oh, that's just one time, I guess. Golems are good against towers. Oh, you can buff your unit's HP. That's kind of cool. Let's get that so I have something to spend some mana on. Glowing Passage. Let's get the survival trigger stuff. And then I guess I may as well. Oh yeah, if I destroy more of their buildings, I will get some resources as well. Don't want to build any walls. I don't have that much left. What are these things? Assidious Bulb? Plus 1 mana? That's a lot of towers over there. That's a pretty cool one, shooting that spray of bullets everywhere. May as well toss that out. I guess maybe the golems, so that I have something else to buff as well. Having a bunch of those together would be kind of cool though. I'll just try and stack the things that trigger on survival, I think, and then I'll buff them up a ton with the cards. Glowing Passage, Deer Grove. That one can get 500 lizards each time. 150 deer. Those are good for breaking the walls. They seem to be mostly tower focused though, and I already have some deer. So let's go for the lizards, I think. Can I like speed up this phase when I don't have anything to even play? Alright, let's toss out a big AoE buff. Actually, I should have done this area. Buffing stuff that's going directly for the towers would have been pretty good. Wait, so when the bulbs are destroyed, I get the mana. I'm at 16 currently? Can I, like, speed this phase up? Like, 2 or 3 times speed would be pretty nice. Especially when I don't have any cards to play right now. So we've got 2 attack spells over there now. I can get one of them. Maybe I should have gotten some more structure resources. That's off of this one, right? Yeah. Maybe I'll try a bit more now then. 35 on survival. Yeah, I am pretty limited on that. Probably should have gotten a bit more. Let's try buffing the units that are going for the towers up here. Get a big clump of them over here and toss another one on the same clump so they're super tanky. And now maybe they should be able to take some decent tower hits and destroy some stuff up here. I can't really even build towers on this map, can I? So it all comes down to destroying them fast enough? I could use some of the HP buffing spells on some of my buildings. Kind of getting some units to the main buildings, but I still need a lot more damage to actually kill them in time. Actually, that one doesn't need too much more if I get like another 10 or 20 seconds there, maybe. So I guess maybe I do like some more summoning based stuff. Foxes are good against walls, but deer are much better. So maybe we go for a Moonlight Deer army, which is the Deer Grove. Glowing Passage gets lizards, which are good against towers. That would be good on the right side. Might go for the spawn thing, since the last round ended up taking a lot longer than I thought it would. So this side almost won, so I guess we're gonna try and buff this side again. Let's wait for them to clump up on the towers a bit. Then go for some big buffs over here. And then hopefully that should buy us enough time on the main building to finish that guy off. And then if I can finish the left side off, I can focus on anti-tower units, and that side should become a bit easier. I might need to build some more walls soon, since that's the only defensive thing I can do. Oh yeah, being able to spend my mana would be pretty helpful too. So 20 seconds, we'll see how far that goes down. So I need probably 10 to 15 seconds there to finish that side off. So I wanted the Deer Grove, right? So that I could summon those guys to take the walls out. Although it might be a bit late to go for that now. $750, sure. Like, get off of that. Golems, those are good against towers. Okay, that would be great for the right side later on. Do I even have any towers over here? I can't hover over anything. Mother Tree, that's a tower. So let's go ahead and build some walls. Buy us some time over here. Are those have an attack area, so they must be towers then. And then let's buff the stuff over here to try and finish this side off this time. Two huge clumps for those. I think I should have gotten some more mana cards a little bit faster here. I'm a bit lacking in that area. And then I should have gone a little bit greedier early on with the structure production, I think. But overall I did okay. Looks like those are doing fine now with the extra walls. Still need a lot of anti-tower stuff over there if I can just finish this side off to help with that. It just takes so long to get through there, even with the extra wall damage stuff. That's not even going to be close this time, wow. Alright, so golems are good against towers. Those are good against walls. Those are good against walls. I can go for some more golems to try and finish the right side. I don't know. Oh, with all those golems, maybe I can get the right side here. Yeah, I think with the unit composition I had there, it's probably better to try for the right side this time. Had a lot of deer and golems which specialize against towers. Maybe I should have buffed the right side since they seem to reach the main area a bit faster. But it seems like this should be enough since they're already on the main building with 60 seconds left. This side is not even close yet. Yeah, we easily got that with all the anti-tower stuff for that side. Can you, like, manually discard something? Guess not. Eh, 50,000, that might be enough. It might be barely off. Yeah, needed like another 2 seconds there, probably. All fallen buildings? Oh, you probably cast that during combat. 5 times random spell, that sounds pretty fun. I would love to have some more interesting attack spells. Can I get anything off of that? On the left side, I want wall damage, I think. So more deer would be good. So I will definitely cast that one. Those are good against walls, so that's a definite yes. Golems are pretty weak against walls, so I might not want a lot of them now. Those are pretty good against walls. Those are a definite no against walls. Those have 20.4, that's pretty good. I can go into golems, which I don't really want, or I could get Nature's Blessing, which is fine. Then let's see what spells we get. Some building damage. And a big line. Poisonous Storm. Can I... Okay, that's a pretty good clump. Toss a Nature's Blessing on a big clump of units somewhere. Dark Crusade. Units turn into Spiderling? I don't know what that means, but I'm assuming that's probably supposed to be good. Buildings plus 500%? Is that like a buff for my units? Crystal Crush. Nature's Blessing. Okay, that was a ton of offensive spells here. That should be enough, I would think. I still have plenty of mana, so I guess I'll toss some of these in. So, are these spiderlings or something? I don't remember having any ranged units earlier. And it's a fairly small clump out of the entire army. They don't look like spiderlings. But that's such a small portion of the army, it must be them. I spawned 0 units. Interesting. My favorite card was Nature's Blessing, the HP buff thing. Fae, Technomancy, Current Weaving. So yeah, that's WARCANA, a pretty interesting merging of a few different concepts here. What did I get on the last one? Occultism and Fae Calling? Interesting. And it seems like you have a different deck for every map as well, so they each play quite a bit differently. And I can only imagine the chaos in a 30-player multiplayer game if that actually ends up working out. Ever stronger waves of enemies. Compete with your fellow players to defeat the most units as quickly as possible. Horde mode gains do not end when your main building is destroyed. The first player has reached the set kill goal. Interesting. I guess promising novice isn't in the... Oh, that's your rank in the game. So it looks like there will be 5 different modes in online, but that actually sounds pretty fun. Can you choose different decks here? Occultism, Void Forging. Occultism, Void Forging. So it seems there are a few different races, as well as some that I haven't seen yet. But a pretty interesting game so far. But I think that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.